What happens when a $5 million American rocket system meets a precision-engineered Russian missile designed to hunt it down? In the early hours near Chuguev, that question was answered in fire. One HIMARS launcher, a prized symbol of U.S. military aid, was reduced to a heap of scorched metal. The weapon that found it? Russia's Iskander-M. This wasn't just another missile strike. It was a statement, a demonstration that Russian precision, engineering, and battlefield adaptation have reached a new level. The Iskander, long considered the sharp edge of Russia's tactical arsenal, has now evolved into something even deadlier. A weapon that can think, maneuver, and outsmart some of the most advanced Western defenses on the planet. Keep your eyes for the updates. On October 6th, Russian forces launched an Iskander-M missile at a concealed HIMARS site near the village of Sredny Burluk, roughly 45 kilometers east of Chuguev. The strike hit its mark with surgical precision, destroying not only the launcher, but its transport loader and 2 accompanying vehicles. Footage released by the uncensored news Telegram channel confirmed the destruction, showing the unmistakable aftermath, a burning U.S. supplied system lying in ruin on Ukrainian soil. That wasn't an isolated event. Within the same operation, Iskander missiles hit energy and gas substations near Poltava and Lubny, while others obliterated convoys transporting UAVs and personnel in the Chernihiv region. The message was clear: Russia's reach is expanding, and its missile strikes are no longer limited to static infrastructure. They are now hunting, adapting, and destroying mobile, high-value Western assets in real time. Prior to the report on October 2nd, according to footage released by the uncensored news Telegram channel, Iskander missiles struck a major Ukrainian convoy east of Chernihiv, obliterating around 20 trucks transporting more than 100 long-range Lyuti UAVs. Behind those strikes, to understand why this matters, one must understand the weapon itself. The Iskander-M has long been the backbone of Russia's tactical missile capability, a short-range ballistic missile capable of traveling 400 to 500 kilometers at blistering speeds of Mach 6 to Mach 7. But what truly sets it apart is its flight profile. Unlike a traditional ballistic missile that follows a predictable arc, the Iskander-M flies a quasi-ballistic trajectory. It can shift direction mid-flight, dive, or climb to evade interception. Combined with its precision guidance system, the missile can strike within meters of its target. It's built to overwhelm and outthink air defense systems, hitting both fixed and mobile targets with devastating accuracy. That design philosophy, unpredictability, flexibility, lethality, is what has now carried over into the next evolution of the system, the Iskander-K. If the Iskander-M is the sword, the Iskander-K is the scalpel. Instead of a ballistic missile, it launches cruise missiles, specifically the 9M728 and 9M729. These missiles don't soar high, they creep low, hugging the terrain, blending with radar shadows, and skimming under detection thresholds. This low-altitude flight path makes them exponentially harder to intercept. Unlike ballistic missiles that announce their arrival with an arcing trajectory, cruise missiles fly quietly, invisibly, and intelligently. Their range and maneuverability allow them to twist through valleys, curve around obstacles, and strike from unexpected directions. Analysts from Defense Blog and Kyiv Independent note that this adaptation allows Russia to bypass sophisticated Western air defenses entirely, particularly the Patriot systems, once considered impenetrable. But the upgrades didn't stop there. Recent reports reveal that both Iskander-M and Kinzhal hypersonic missiles have received software and aerodynamic upgrades, allowing them to execute last-second directional changes, violent, unpredictable shifts that make them nearly impossible to intercept. This isn't theoretical. Field data shows that such maneuvers have slashed the interception rate of Patriot systems from around 37% to as low as 6%. For Ukraine's Western-supplied air defenses, this is devastating. In practical terms, it means one Iskander strike now has almost guaranteed impact. Even former Ukrainian officials have quietly admitted, Patriots were once our shield. Now they are struggling for Moscow. This evolution isn't just about technology, it's about strategy. The Iskander's new generation enables Russia to systematically target and eliminate high-value assets. HIMARS, drone depots, command centers, fuel convoys, and radar sites. Every successful strike ripples far beyond the blast radius. It denies Ukraine a key weapon, forces logistical rerouting, drains morale, and showcases both to Kyiv and NATO that Russia's missile arsenal is not static, but evolving with every engagement. From a tactical standpoint, the Iskander's precision means fewer launches are required to achieve decisive results. That translates to resource efficiency. Fewer missiles expended, more psychological pressure applied. Each launch is a demonstration of dominance, a message written in fire and precision. There's also an undeniable psychological element at play. When a system like HIMARS, once heralded by Western media as a game changer, is destroyed by a single missile, it sends a loud message across the front lines. For Ukrainian forces, it's demoralizing. For Russia, it's proof of concept. And for Western suppliers, it's a wake-up call. Their billion-dollar equipment is being outmatched by Russian ingenuity, speed, and adaptability. This plays directly into Russia's broader doctrine of escalation control, striking surgically, maintaining initiative, and demonstrating capability without escalating into full-blown confrontation. It's warfare not just of firepower, but of perception. These technological strides are reshaping the battlefield equation. The West now faces a hard reality. Traditional missile defenses, even advanced ones like Patriot, are losing effectiveness. To counter upgraded Iskanders, NATO would need costly, next-generation countermeasures systems that don't yet exist in numbers. This shift could have far-reaching consequences for military planning and geopolitical negotiation. Each Iskander launch is no longer just a tactical strike. It's a signal in the ongoing arms race of precision warfare, one that demands constant innovation just to survive. Russia's advancements also serve as a deterrent, bolstering its credibility as a nation capable of striking anywhere within operational range with near impunity. The battlefield, therefore, becomes not only a test of endurance, but of technological evolution. And for now, the momentum belongs to Moscow. The destruction of the HIMARS near Chuguev wasn't just another frontline engagement, it was a showcase of Russia's missile evolution. From the brute force ballistic precision of the Iskander-M to the terrain-hugging sophistication of the Iskander-K, these systems represent a new standard in 21st century warfare. With hypersonic maneuverability, unpredictable flight paths, and devastating accuracy, Russia's Iskander series has become more than just a weapon. It's a strategic instrument, reshaping not only the battlefield but the entire framework of deterrence in Eastern Europe. As the smoke settles over Chuguev, one truth stands clear. In this war of adaptation and precision, the hunter's eyes are wide open, and its targets, no matter how advanced, are running out of places to hide. What are your thoughts on this? Share it below. Until then, thanks for watching.